Lipscomb with Coffee with Latice. Um, I am the L in the D&L Enterprise LLC.com, and I am studying the enrolled agent exam, so I can help more people and have a lot more knowledge about income taxes. And I don't like to just um, poke numbers into a tax return and then just hand it off to someone. I actually need to know where these numbers are coming from. I need to know, and then I need to know where these numbers are coming from. Number one, and number two, I want you to understand a little bit about what I've done and why you have to pay, or why you're getting a refund, or how come you didn't get earned income credit, or why did none of your dependents qualify as child tax credit or additional tax credit or dependent tax credit. Anyway, so and also too, people want to know, will want to know why they don't. Let's say they're a single parent and their child is 18 years old. Well, a lot of times you can't claim head of household once your child turns 18 years old. You can claim them as a dependent, but you can't claim them as a head of household dependent, which is kind of weird to me, but especially if they're still living with you and you're paying for their college and they're going to school full time and they're working, things of that nature, only working about 20 hours a week. Well, that's just the craziness with the way the IRS works. So, I promised you guys a few weeks ago, yes, I know it was a few weeks ago, that I promised to tell you guys a little bit more about cash transactions and what they really mean. And, you would think that cash is cash, dollar bills, checks that you write, purchases you make with your credit card. You would think that those are cash. Well, well then, not really, not according to the IRS. And, cash is also considered an asset, so maybe that's what the IRS has in mind. Well, here's a quick question. Did you know that the purpose for the cash rule includes coins, currency of the United States, cashier's checks, bank drafts, and traveler's checks, as well as cash in a foreign currency? Those are considered cash for the IRS. Now, what's not considered cash is bank wire transfers, credit card transactions, ACHS transactions, or amounts paid with a check. That's not with a personal check. Let me clarify that. Amounts paid with a personal check are not considered cash according to the IRS, which is odd. It's probably why we have some problems right now with the way money's being spent in this country by everybody. Anyway, so did you know that if someone gives you $10,000 in cash, you have 15 days from the date of that business transaction to report that cash on a form called the 8300, the report of cash transactions over $10,000. Well, the reason why they're doing this is because they're hoping that it deters certain things such as illegal banking activities. And with the rules, sorry about that, with the rules that they have out now, I am just not as put together as I would like to be right now. Anyway, especially if I just poke my eye. Anyway, no one saw that. So, when you receive a cash payment of more than $10,000, you only have 15 days to do this form. Well, I was listening to a radio broadcast about 15 years ago where a dairy farmer said that his front door was kicked in at 3 o'clock in the morning by DEA agents, and that the money that he had in his bank account, they froze it, and then once everything was said and done, they kept half of what was in that man's bank account, although they found out that he was a dairy farmer and nothing else. Well, how this transpired is he went to the bank to deposit the money from his sales, and the cashier told him to, if memory serves, oh, you don't have to fill out the 8300 or 8300 form if you do 2 separate $5,000 deposits. Well, not knowing any better, he followed her advice, and that's what triggered the government to target him and come after him. And so I want to make sure that this doesn't happen to anybody else. So let me make my screen a little bit bigger. And all right, so, and then remember, I'm talking about business stuff right now. I'm not talking about your personal part of your 1040. This is going to be a Schedule C, a Schedule E, a Schedule F, maybe even 1120S, and maybe 1120. So, but I do know that the first, and maybe even the 1065. Well, on my next video, I will definitely tell you what those numbers are in reference to and what those schedules are for. And so, but anyway, let's get back into cash. Well, you would think there's not a whole lot to say about cash because there really isn't. And to Joe Q Public, who is us, everything, all of this stuff is considered cash. Whether it was an ACH transfer, a wire transfer, a cashier's check, or regular cash. To us, it's cash. Now, why it's not considered cash by the IRS, I really don't know. So, and also too, so we never know. You know, if you didn't know that, I hope that you learned something. I hope you're getting something out of my videos. And I really enjoy doing these videos and letting people know a little bit more about the tax game and what taxes mean to them and what the different schedules mean to them as well. And I will also be hoping to let everyone know the new tax laws that are being written that are come into effect by December 31st. Well, actually, they should be approved by December 31st. We'll keep our fingers crossed. And then they will be enacted at the beginning of the year, and then they will become something that we have to suffer through, live through, eat too much chocolate cake too. And so, so I'm hoping to help people be a little bit more aware that taxes are fun. Taxes are a good thing, and the more you learn, the easier and less scary the taxes can become. And I also, you know, and if that helps anyone, I'm really excited about that. And you know, just continue to tune in. Remember, like, share, and obey. Just kidding. Like, share, and post. I really appreciate that. Helps with the algorithm. You know how that works. So anyway, this is Cash with Latisse, and I'm signing out. And you guys have a great night, and thank you for joining me. And we'll hope to see you tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
You got this up loud, sweetie.
Oh.